From the Ice Forum in Champlin, CCX Sports presents coverage of Northwest Suburban Conference boys hockey. It's the Totino-Grace Eagles, 6-5-1, taking on the Champlin Park Rebels, 4-9-0 on the season. In Champlin, John Jacobson along with Tom Peart. Tom, we're getting late in the regular season, just 1 week to go after today, and then section play. And this is the second meeting this week between the Eagles and the Rebels, with Totino-Grace winning round one on Monday, 4-2.
Yep, it's going to be quite a game, I think. In talking to Tom Potter before the game, the Champlin Park team is going to be out to maybe avenge that loss.
He feels that they have the ability to win more games than they have, but just haven't been able to put the puck in the net. Not enough finishing in some of their games around the net.
Exactly, and that's the name of the game. It's putting the puck in the net, and it'll be an interesting contest.
Totino-Grace down a couple of guys from the team we saw a week ago against Maple Grove. However, they do have Oliver Moore back in the lineup. He missed last Saturday's game against the Crimson, and he's a good scorer for them. So, hey, each of these teams looking to just sharpen things up and get ready for section play here in less than 2 weeks. And these teams could very well meet again in the section quarterfinals, the Eagles and the Rebels.
That would be, 3 times in about a little over 2 weeks. And you get a kind of a playoff atmosphere with that, because you see it in the NHL right now with teams playing each other back-to-back and playing 3 or 4 times in a row. And it breeds a little competition, let's say.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Eagles. Connor Smith, the senior forward. He's got 8 goals, 8 assists this season. He scored a goal, Tom, in each of his last 3 games. Those are the guys you like to have that are starting to heat up at the right time.
Exactly, and he can handle a puck well, and he shoots it well, and that's what is going to help the Eagles tonight.
And for Champlin Park, Tanner Thompson, he's a senior forward, a captain. You see the C in his warm-up jersey. 7 goals, 7 assists on the season for him. Again, they do not have one big goal scorer, nobody with more than 7 on the team, but Thompson, a guy, second-line center, who certainly plays well and is a big part of this Rebels team. And you like to have those senior leaders.
Yes, you do. I've always felt that seniors lead your team when the chips get down, and some of the younger kids might be a little bit more talented some years, but you need that maturity that comes with being a senior and your last go around as a hockey player in Minnesota. And hopefully tonight he'll show us some of this stuff.
Should be a good one tonight. It's the Eagles and the Rebels, Northwest Suburban Conference boys hockey from the Ice Forum in Champlin. It's coming up live on CCX in a moment. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. And we're ready to play hockey tonight. And Champlin, the Eagles and the Rebels. Second meeting this week. As we mentioned in the pregame, Totino-Grace winning on Monday at Brooklyn Park Arena 4-2, and the rematch here tonight in Champlin. Our final regular season telecast comes your way a week from today. Maple Grove at home against Blaine. Maple Grove team awfully good. They got a good win against a very good Andover team on Thursday, 3-2.
That was probably a very good game. I didn't see it, but 2 high-powered teams.
Here's a look at Wes Johnson, sophomore, 6-5-1 on the season. Goals against average of 3.17 and a save percentage of 91%. Faced 63 shots against Maple Grove a week ago. 57 saves for him as he was under siege all evening. And for Champlin Park, Hayden Hybers is their starting keeper. 3-8 on the season. Goals against a 4.40. Save percentage of .859. We are ready to go. It's Oliver Moore and Tanner Thompson on the opening draw. And a turnover right away for Champlin Park. A centering pass comes all the way back out to center ice. Boy, the Rebels almost coughed it up and gave Totino-Grace a scoring chance right off the bat. But nothing comes of it, and they'll bring it out to center ice. Shot into the zone by Thompson as he'll skate after it. Back behind the Eagles net. Getting there first with Parker Noss. Up on the wing to Moore. Moore feeds it off on his right. Here's Connor Smith. Trying to get it back to Moore. That's broken up. Shot away, and the glove save made by Hybers off the shot from Austin Bernabek. It's a very good first line for Totino-Grace.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of early game jitters there by the D. And he just mishandled it, but unfortunately went right to Totino-Grace. They couldn't connect on the subsequent pass. So
you saw the Eagles co-coaches, Adam Sherritt and Tim Parkos, third years as co-coaches. Only some young players on their team, Tommy, and trying to build the program to the level that they were for many years.
Yes, they won the state title. I forget what year it was, but they won the Class A state title under Mark Lohr. And now they're rebuilding a little bit, but they have a good young crew.
Eagles dump the puck down into the Rebel zone as they make a line change. Long pass out to center. Touched up and down into the Eagles zone off the stick of Riker Grant. Turnover by Totino-Grace. Picking it up, Evan Williams putting it out front. Grace intercepts there. Comes back out to center onto the stick there of Sam Swayze. He gets checked along the boards. Chipped into the Eagles zone. Totino-Grace has it there. Pass broken up. It's back in the Eagles end again. Noss with it again. Gives it up to center. They'll change lines again as the Rebels go back. We've played just a couple of minutes here in the first period. Long pass here down in past the forward on the left side. There was Dylan Schuck. Check along the boards. Rebels had it for a moment, but then taken away from Mackay Sparks, and back come the Eagles. Into the zone. Here comes Moore with the puck. Had it poked off his stick. Goes after it to the corner. Back behind the Rebels net. Banked off the boards. Ahead for Jack Bergstrom. Bergstrom will bring it on the left side. A shot away. Johnson got a piece of that. Deflects it to the corner. Backhanded by Thomas Quast. Now he's got the puck again. Quast pass. Touched onto the stick of Connor Smith. Turned away by the Rebels at the blue line. Back they come again. Thompson shot away. Save made. Rebound given up. But the Eagles able to clear it out. And down into the Rebel zone. Pass out to center to the Eagles blue line where Totino-Grace turns it back. Rebels in their own end. Get it. And it's out of play when it brings a whistle. With 13:56 to go here in the first period. You look at the scoring chance a moment ago. Tanner Thompson caught Wes Johnson up a little high, and the puck came out, but defense, good job of clearing the puck before Jack Bergstrom could get to it for the Rebels.
Yeah, it looked like it caught Johnson just a little too high. He was starting to crouch down, maybe thinking about going to the butterfly, and then caught the puck off his chest, high chest.
Here you see Tom Potter on your left. We'll get a shot of him again in a moment. The Champlin Park grad and also head coach now of Champlin Park boys hockey. It's always fun, I think, when guys come back, get back to the program that they grew up in and were a big part of back in the day.
I agree.
Totino-Grace coming in, a good back check there, lifting the stick of Charlie Sullivan before he could get a shot off. Puck came to the slot, back out to the blue line. Howie Moore, a shot that gets deflected to the corner. Pass back behind the net to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to put it out to the point and intercepted by Champlin Park. Out come the Rebels to the line. Shot away, goes wide of Johnson in the Eagles net. Back behind the Totino net. After it there is Golden. He got checked off the puck. Centering attempt. It's onto the stick of Delzer of Totino-Grace. To the blue line. Rebels keep it in. Briefly. Came back out and then they shoot it back in. Howie Moore. No, gets intercepted back behind the net. Centering attempt. Puck is loose in the slot. Turning, firing. That shot gets blocked. The Eagles turned it back towards center. Backhanded by Blodgett down into the Eagle zone. Swept along to the boards by Howie Moore. Centering attempt out in front side, and then the shot, they score! Evan Williams, the sophomore, puts it in, and Champlin Park leads 1-0.
Yeah, it was kind of a turnover situation, and Mr. Williams found himself in a nice position.
Look at it again, Tom.
He passes out, and actually, so it wasn't a real turnover. It was a pass out to the slot, and then the Totino-Grace player just kind of mishandled. He couldn't get a handle on it, and Williams came out of the corner. So it was a nice play.
Drew Bellison got the assist and a nice pass, and the goal for Evan Williams, his third of the season, to make it 1-0 Champlin Park. 4:30 into the first period. Eagles face-off win. Centering pass to the circle. Shot made. Mistake made, and the shot was sent wide on the rebound try. Now the Eagles back in their own zone. Chip to the corner. A check there by Noss on the Rebels forward. Eagles trying to get away. Getting hit a couple of times there was Moore. Now it comes back to Oliver Moore. Moore moves into the high slot, drops the pass off, right circle, shot away. A lot of traffic in front. Didn't get all the way through off of Gallivan's shot.
There was a lot of traffic in front of the net on that play.
And an icing call here on Champlin Park.
It's interesting, John, that Champlin seems to have a little bit more in-zone time. And Totino's getting one shot, maybe a look at a second, but isn't really stringing things together.
Tom Potter, he saw third year as a head coach. Graduated from Champlin Park a dozen years ago, and now back with the program. Centering pass here by the Eagles and turned away by the Rebels. Just a little bit out in front of Grant's stick, but they still get it down into the Eagle zone. Swept around to the left boards and out of the zone. Taken there by Nolan Peterson. Off on the pass to Aberwald. Eagles turn it back. Centering attempt. That gets broken up. And back come the Rebels again. They'll skate out to center. Ethan Muss gets stood up by a check before he could get to the net. Trying to get it to Aberwald. A chip shot in front. And that goes wide off of Muss's stick. Shot from the boards. Broken up. And out comes Phelan. Pass, and that's broken up. Delzer had it taken off his stick. He gets it back. Delzer sweeping it out in front onto the stick of Aberwald of Champlin Park. They chip it ahead, and out they'll skate to center. On the left side, here comes Shuck with the puck, trying to avoid contact from Noss, but can't. To the left side, Eagles turn back, crossed with it, onto the stick of Noss. John sidesteps a check, comes right in front of his net. We're going to have a penalty coming up here on Champlin Park. Out to center ice. The Eagles get an extra skater on. Shot away, and that went just wide. 6 skaters on for Totino-Grace now as Champlin Park touches it. We get the penalty call on the Rebels.
We'll see what they're calling here. I didn't quite see the play.
They get a hooking call.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah, stick pretty well extended.
Yep.
Turn the player. So Williams, the goal scorer, goes off here for the penalty. Our first penalty of the game. Now the Eagles bring it into the zone with Oliver Moore turning, get it back to Smith, back to Moore in the corner. Bernovic moves in, coming right out in front of the net. Comes back out left point. It's Noss with it, feeding Smith. And just off the stick of Oliver Moore. He'll try to reset, and it gets between the 2 point men and all the way back down the ice.
Totino seems to be just misfiring with a lot of their passes. And I don't know if it's by virtue of beating Champlin last game, Monday, and just maybe thinking, we got him again, or if it's just one of those happenstance situations.
Well, they also had a game in between. They played Centennial on Thursday, whereas Champlin Park has not played since Monday. They've obviously had practice, but no game since then.
Yeah.
And Centennial, Totino-Grace with a game about 48 hours to go. So this is their third game of the week. They carried in with 40 seconds left in their man advantage. On a puck of Thielen. He's got it back again. The left wall out in front, shot away, and nice save by Hybers. Luke Delzer had a good look at it. Eagles still with it. Right side, Galvin moving in, puts it in front. Tip. Hybers got a piece of that off of Delzer's tip shot. That was a good shot, and Hybers making another stop. Under 15 seconds to go in the power play. Back out, Galvin fires, shot it wide of the net. On to Thielen's stick now. Top of the right circle, back out left side to Golden. He'll turn, missed the net, and the Rebels clear the puck as they get back to full strength. Whistle here, and a stoppage with just under 8 minutes to play now in the first period. Look at a couple of those plays a moment ago. Big save there. Hybers making on Delzer. And then makes another one on that tip, and that just fluttered wide.
Yeah, he kind of lost the handle on that. He wasn't quite sure where it went. Made a nice save on the initial shot.
A good end of that power play for Totino-Grace. Hybers making the saves to keep his team in the lead here. Under 8 minutes to go here in the period. Off the glass, it comes out to center ice. Rebels will go back to their blue line and shoot it back down into the Eagles' net. Lost after it there for Grace. Noss feeds it up the wing. Up to the Rebels' blue line, but in alone there was Rooker, and Champlin Park able to turn it back. They go off for a line change back to the Eagles' end. Onto the stick of Oliver Moore. It's by one player, hits the blue line. Oliver Moore, pass in front, and it's somehow stopped. He robbed Connor Smith. What a save by Hybers.
Hybers was unreal there.
I think he even thought, hey, is that the net? No, I got it.
Yeah, he kind of looked behind him and said, was that in now? Great play by the Eagles, and then Hybers came up with the save. He's looking in the net, like, hope, it's not in there.
And Coach Potter said, our goaltending, specifically Hybers, has improved as the year has gone on. And we've seen it here tonight. He come up with some really big saves here in the last 2 minutes on not easy tries.
Yeah, he's on fire tonight. Seeing the puck well and moving well.
Pass out to center ice, tipped by Grant down into the Eagles zone. Played behind the net to Howie Moore. Out to center, Thielen will feed it on his right, swept into the zone. By Smith is the Rebels have it. It comes to Tyler Tremblay onto the stick of Grant. Or Shuck rather, went back wide of the net with a shot. Back out to the right point, shot is wide there. Kept in, centering attempt, trying to get it to Williams, and that's broken up by Golden. Eagles come back, drop pass. Misfired there by the Eagles, and they had to reset, and the Rebels have control of it back in their own end. Out at center ice. Totino-Grace back to their blue line. Fired ahead by Gallivan down in the Rebel zone. Delzer leaving it back behind the net, trying to get it to Mihalic. Taken by Eberwald of Champlin Park up to the blue line. Pass intended for Schuck is broken up. Rebels, though, able to play it back down. But they ice the puck here and bring it down to their end. We're just under 5 minutes to go here in the first period. 1-0 Champlin Park. Now a goal by Evan Williams.
The Eagles have, since the power play, John, have started to get a little bit more zone time. They're making a little better passes and connecting a little better.
Will DeForest on the face-off. Tanner Thompson won the draw for Champlin Park. Almost given away. Now the Rebels come back. This is Thompson carrying deep, puts it on net. Save made by Johnson. Centering attempt and almost jammed in there, but Johnson comes up big on Jack Bergstrom. That was a good scoring chance for Champlin Park. Really the best they've had since their goal.
Yeah, I think the D got up ice to the puck a little bit there, and Champlin Park found themselves behind the D. You see here, I guess the D started following the corner, and you try and teach your defensemen to stay with their heels to the net so they can see both sides of it. It's a tough thing to do sometimes.
Here come the Eagles. Oliver Moore across the line. Pass on his right and just off the stick of Connor Smith. Back to Moore. And get it to Bernovic. Broken up by Ben Fisher. Comes back to Fisher again. Feed it up the blue line and does come out to center down into the Eagle zone. Fight for it there. The battle won by Howie Moore. Rebels pick it off at center. Jordan Ron will shoot it in. Winning the race to the puck, though, was Howie Moore. And the Eagles will break it out. Bernovic across the lines, got Thielen, now stops at the wall. And broken up and a takeaway for Champlin Park. Ty Sparks had a little bit of a break. Now he gets back onside as the Rebels push it back in. It's Thompson. The Eagles get it out to center and sweep it down into the Rebel zone. Just over 3 minutes to go now in the first period. Delzer moves to the left circle, drops it off, left board, shot away. That's fired wide of the net. It's back off of Delzer's stick and gives Bergstrom a chance. The pass comes ahead, a shot away by Thompson, and Johnson comes up with a huge save.
Very nice save by Johnson. He stayed with him, made him make the first move, and then smothered it.
Look at it again. Great feed from Bergstrom to Thompson, and Johnson holds the spot and makes the save. Eagles play to the blue line but can't get it out. Bellison kept it in for Champlin Park. Trying to set up in the corner, rink-wide pass, missed Williams. Bellison again keeping it in. He gets stood up there by Noss. Eagles break it out to center, trying to hit Sullivan on the fly. Champlin Park turning it back at center ice and dumping it back. Johnson leaving it for Noss. Around the boards, comes back out, all the way down where Peterson will skate it down for Champlin Park. Schuck centering pass in front for Williams, a shot, and Johnson hits the pad of the blocker up there and makes the stop on it. Williams leaving it for Schuck back behind the net to Aberwald. Back down to the corner, centering a pass, and that's broken up by Golden. Right point kept in by Champlin Park as Peterson held the zone for the Rebels. Off to the left boards. Mihalic turned over. Champlin Park with it. Cross to the left side. Aberwald's shot that gets blocked by Golden in front. Comes to the stick of Rooker and cleared down as they were just a little tired and iced the puck here to get the pressure off. Good shift by the Rebels, Tommy.
Very good. They were moving the puck well, and they're moving feet, getting open. It's been a pretty even match game so far, John.
I would agree. Yeah. Ron and Oliver Moore on the face-off here. Kept in the zone by Roy Johnson. Nope, he did come out, so Champlin Park had to tag up. The Eagles have control now. Galvin gets it out to center. Comes across to Johnson. Roy Johnson getting up to center. We're under a minute to play in the period. Here comes Johnson. He'll skate it in. Left circle, still with the puck. Had it knocked off, trying to catch up with it again. It's knocked back behind the corner. Getting there is Ron, but helping to break it up was Oliver Moore for the Eagles, and he's got it now. Cruising down the right side, a shot. Hybers makes the save. Deflects it down into the corner.
That was a grade A opportunity, and he just was looking for the top shelf, and just Hybers made a nice save.
Out of 20 seconds to go in the period. Flipped up to the blue line, kept in, but Rebels can't do anything with the chance. Shot away, and that goes fired wide by Sparks. Eagles can't clear. Shot away. Save made the rebound. Oh, missing the wide open net as the buzzer went was Thompson. I think he hurried it a little bit. He could see it was winding down to triple zeros, and maybe got a little too anxious seeing the net and got a smile on his face. I'm sure a little frustrated, but that's the way the period ends. Let's look at it again, Tom.
Yeah, I was just going to say, watch this now. So Johnson dove for it, but he just totally missed the net. Oh, he's kicking himself right now. But it was one of those situations, John, where this drives coach is nuts. They had 3 opportunities to get the puck out of the zone and didn't get it out, and it ends up almost, costing them a goal.
We played 1 period of hockey here at the Ice Forum in Champlin. Our score, Champlin Park 1, Totino-Grace nothing. We'll come back with first period highlights and more. You're watching high school boys hockey on CCX Sports.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened?
Your friend's not safe.
Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Champlin Park 1, Totino-Grace nothing. High school boys hockey tonight on CCX. As we look at highlights, Tom Peart from the first 17 minutes of play tonight. The Rebels getting on the board at the 4:30 mark. Evan Williams with the goal. Nice assist on the play from Drew Bellison to give the Rebels what turned out to be the only goal of the period, but certainly not the only scoring chance. We had them, quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Galvin had one there. Champlin Park giving up a couple on a power play. This one came right after the power play. Connor Smith and Hayden Hybers came up with a big stop. And then at the other end, Wes Johnson making a big stop on Tanner Thompson of Champlin Park. Oliver Moore coming in, snapped off a shot. Hybers got a piece of that. Hydra's very steady in this one, and this final seconds of play, and Thompson not just missed, he missed by a lot, but he opened net.
His teammates came over like, what the heck? You're going to see that one in your sleep.
Shots on goal 9-7 in favor of Totino-Grace, has the edge in scoring chances. Just one penalty so far in the first period. Your thoughts on what we saw so far, Tommy?
It was an interesting period. I think at times Totino carried the play, at times Champlin did. It's 9-7 in shots, and they've been some pretty good quality opportunities. I think the Totino coaches are talking to the kids about making sure they gain the next zone, get the puck out of their own end. It ended up a couple of times opening up opportunities for Champlin. I think for Champlin, they are probably looking at, we've just got to settle down a little bit, make a little better passes, and capitalize on our opportunities. And Mr. Thompson's shaking his head right now, but those are situations that you love to have because you're getting the opportunities.
We'll take time out. We'll come back. More of our first intermission and then the second period of play. You're watching high school boys hockey live on a Saturday night here on CCX.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Champlin Park 1, Totino-Grace nothing. Getting ready for the start of the second period here at the Ice Forum in Champlin. John Jacobson, Tom Peart. Glad you can join us here tonight on CCX. Section play coming up in about 12 days. These teams, as we mentioned in the pregame, could meet again in that game.
That would be the rubber match. Well, if this holds the way it is. Certainly a lot of hockey left to play.
I think for the Rebels, they had a real rough start to the season, had some wins, now haven't been able to get a win in a while, but a better team than their record indicated. And as you watch them tonight, and they have some kids that can definitely skate.
Yes.
They
have some kids that can get up and down the ice.
Yes.
And Coach Potter was talking about they've been just a little bit snake bit, a little lack of puck luck at times. And a lot of that, John, goes with confidence. So you get a goal, you feel good about yourself. They always talk about streaky goal scorers. You get a goal, and then they seem to keep coming. The same thing in baseball, softball. You get a hit, and you get more. Whereas if you're struggling, then it sometimes takes a while.
Underway here in the second period with Champlin Park holding a 1-0 lead here on Totino-Grace. Lay down into the Eagles zone. Oliver Moore with the puck for the Eagles. Puck flipped and broke it up nicely. A good job by Ben Fisher, knocked that puck down. Shot back into the zone by Parker Noss of Totino-Grace along the left wall. In front of the net. And Fisher's got it. Get it out to center. It's touched there by Sparks. Bergstrom shot away and a glove save by Wes Johnson. Johnson with 6 saves in the first period.
Yep, Johnson had a nice look at that all the way in. Was able to snap the glove up there and catch it for a face-off.
Ron winning the face-off. Grant couldn't get a shot because it was broken up by Sullivan, who's got a stick there first for the Eagles. Back down into the Totino zone. Golden almost turned over. Ollie Moore getting to it, and then he gets tied up. Eagles trying to free it up, and they do. Comes back out to the blue line. Shot away. It's fired wide by Peterson. On the boards, Eagles pick it up, bank it out of the zone, and down into the zone to the Rebel zone. No icing here. Taken by Delzer, and he lost it. And the Rebels pass ahead too far for Moss. Golden there for the Eagles. Noss with it. Noss ahead to Thielen, in on the line. Delzer backhand shot, and Hybers makes the save.
Totino stringing together a couple of nice passes there, was able to get a nice opportunity. Hybers came up with a great save. Nice zone entry, and that's one thing I think the coaches probably told Totino, we gotta be a little more fast through the neutral zone, a little more intent.
Tip shot in front. Williams looking for his second of the night, and gets deflected up and out of play. Good pass from Tremblay. Williams just missed. Face-off will come, looks like outside the zone.
Yep. This Williams kid always seems to be around the puck.
Face-off win for the Rebels. Williams, gives the puck away.
Just as
He jinxed him. Rooker tried to get it to Mihalic. That got broken up, and the Rebels will shoot it back down to the Eagles zone. It's icing on Champlin Park.
always seems to go that way. As soon as you make it, it's compliment about someone, they turn the puck over. But thankfully, it didn't turn out to be anything bad.
Totino playing without Sammy Johnson and Carson Borda tonight. The Rebels without Hogan Sinjim, rather. Both coaching staff saying they expect those players back before the end of the season next week. Play in the Rebels zone. Rebels trying to break it up. Bernovic has it. More slow to get up there to the left of your screen, coming in front, laboring as he skates towards that left corner, kind of bending over, you could see. The Rebels ice it again.
Yeah, it looks like he took a little puck somewhere, but
and took a check there from Fisher.
Yep. Nice little how you do. But in typical hockey fashion, he's okay. He's still staying out there.
He'll face off here with Thompson. Shot away. That was a quick attempt off the faceoff. Hybers making the stop. Puck comes out to Sparks down in the Eagle zone. Sparks turns, drops it off into the corner. Bergstrom back behind the net for the Rebels. Can't get to it. Thompson can't make a play on it. Comes out. Race for the puck. Here comes Moore. Long pass. Looking for the tip in front for Smith. That got tipped wide. Rebels come back. And that pass just out in front. Too far for Sparks. Another icing on Champlin Park.
Yeah, they both teams again. So sometimes we have just like they string together 3 or 4 passes, and then other times they're just missing. And kind of typical of teams that are in the position that these two teams are.
Puck play to the corner. Rebels get it out to center. Grace handling it. Sullivan got it to the blue line. Drop pass shot from the point. Goes wide. Hybers in the Rebels net. Champlin Park will skate up with it. Muss not as far as the neutral zone and got turned away by Thielen. The Eagles play it up ahead a little too far for Delzer. Didn't get a piece of it. It's icing on the Eagles.
little sloppy play here in the second, John.
Yeah.
Both teams kind of getting some ice-ins, missing some passes.
Tremblay and DeForest face it off in the Eagles' end. Noss behind his net. Play it off to the boards to Rooker. Get it out to center and fired back into the Eagles' end. Johnson leaving it there. Right point kept in by Peterson. Now Tremblay comes in into the slot and off the stick of Schuck. He catches up to it and dumps it back behind the Eagles' net. We got a delayed penalty coming up here on Champlin Park as we get interference call and our first penalty tonight on the Eagles as Noss is going to go off.
Yeah, it was a little confusing there. Hybers actually started to come off and then wasn't sure. And I've always been the kind of coach that in the second period I'm not going to make my goaltender unless it's like we're really in control of the puck to spend a lot of time skating down the ice full blast when as soon as he gets there usually we end up losing the puck.
Here comes Bellison for Champlin Park. Now they'll stop with it at center. 2 minutes for interference. Rebels give it away to Oliver Moore. They were disorganized early in the power play. Moore trying to get to it again. It comes out to center and shot back into the zone by Quast. Rebels say, let's try this again. Now with just 1:20 left in the penalty time. That pass misses. Comes to Delzer at the blue line. Feeding it off for Thielen. Thielen shorthanded. Kill off some more time. He'll skate it all the way back to his own blue line.
Totino's doing a great job of killing this. They're pressuring and then they're ragging the puck when they get the opportunity.
The Rebels haven't even had the puck in the Eagles zone yet in the first minute 10 of this power play. Opportunity now perhaps as Muss brings it up and does dig it down to the Eagles zone. Get after it in the corner. Feeds the pass off. Comes out to the blue line. Left point now. Drop down low. Back out. One-timer shot away. And that goes wide of Johnson off the stick of Jordan Ron. Rebels trying to reset. Pass missed and cleared out of the zone by Gallivan. About 15 seconds left and a man advantage for the Rebels. Rink-wide pass touched into the Eagles' end. Final seconds, they rifle it down the length of the ice and they easily kill off those 2 minutes. Both teams back at full strength. Here's Aberwald for Champlin Park. Or excuse me, Peterson. Now feeds it off onto his right to Ron. Ron turning, ran into a player there. Puck came loose. Fisher couldn't get to it. Ahead for Oliver Moore. He'll skate in, shot away, and getting a piece of it was Hybers.
I think they've gone high on Hybers quite a bit, so obviously the book on him is to get him down and shoot high. He's been up to the task so far, though. Well, he just kind of, maybe he missed that one, but.
Puck coming out to center, and we're going to get a penalty. You can see the trip as Thompson got brought down, and Charlie Sullivan will turn and skate to the box.
Yeah, Charlie couldn't argue too much about that one. He clearly tripped him. Just kind of got his foot stick in there, and but in typical hockey fashion, he's got to like raise his glove like, I didn't mean that.
Well, Rebels will hope for a little better power play than they had the first time around here just a couple of minutes ago. Did get things set up late in that first power play, although they didn't get much On net at all against Johnson. Let's try here, shot away, and Johnson does make the save on Nolan Peterson.
I like how Johnson is getting out on top of the crease, cutting down the angle. He's giving himself a good opportunity to see the puck. You know, he's out there on the top of the crease, and that takes away a lot of the angle.
The Eagles win the face-off. Oliver Moore skating around with it. Play it down to the Rebels' end. Peterson will skate up with it. Rink wide pass to the blue lay onto Tremblay's stick. He'll set up left side. Rink wide pass across to Ron. Back out the blue line. Shot goes wide of the net. Back it's out to Peterson. He'll move in. Trying to drop the pass off to the circle. That gets broken up and sent down the ice by the Eagles. Ethan Muss with it. Pass missed. Trying to hit it to Sparks. And it's icing on Champlin Park.
Yeah, that was kind of a strange play. They missed the pass. And then I don't know if the refs miscommunicated with each other, but there was a little delay before the whistle blew.
Face-off win for the Rebels. Sparks got knocked off the puck. It's onto the stick of Noss. Banked out to Thielen. Thielen in across the Rebels line. Comes in from a sharp angle trying to put it on net. Johnson. Pass across to Thompson. And they're offside. Ooh, icing and an offside on the same power play. That's not the coach's favorite.
No, not at all. Use the make your hair turn gray. Next time they'll decline the penalty and take the yardage.
14 seconds left in this power play for the Rebels. They do get the puck into the zone. Moore has it, can't get it out, and now it's finally swept out by Bernabek. Rupper back in zone. The Eagles are back at full strength. Pass out in front for Bernabek, and that gets tipped wide of the net. Ron with it. Play it up to the blue line. Rink wide going after it is Muss. Turning. Fisher put it down in front, looking for a tip. Buck is loose out in front of the net. Kept in by Ron. He'll skate back behind the net, going in front, and just missing on the tip try out there was Muss. Eagles send it back down. Drop pass to Moore. Oliver Moore. Centering pass out in front. Bernabek shot. That gets stopped. Puck still loose and then cleared out of the zone by Muss. Another good scoring chance there for the Eagles. Perhaps their best here in the second period. Rebels can't clear it out. Eagles were turning away from the puck so it doesn't cost them. Fired back down into the Eagles zone by Sam Swayze. Tremblay trying to get the puck free. He'll skate after it again. Takes a check there from Noss. The blue line sent back to the opposite corner by Peterson. Rebels keeping the Eagles bottled in the zone here. Goes wide all the way to the boards. Tremblay will sweep it back behind the net. Big check laid out there by Tyler Tremblay. To the blue line, Peterson keeping the puck in the zone. Shot away. That gets partially blocked. It goes off an Eagles skate. Putting it toward the net. And Johnson finally having to cover up on Dylan Shuck. Not a lot of great scoring opportunities, but the Eagles get bottled up by the Rebels there for about a minute.
And then they get a little panicky and start just throwing the puck, and then they're not clearing the zone. Johnson made a nice play there by just covering it because it's like, we got to get a change here.
Thielen on the face-off with Grant. The Rebels keep the puck down into that Eagles zone. We're under 6 minutes to play down in the second period. Still 1-0 Champlin Park. On the goal by Evan Williams, 4.5 minutes into the game. Shot from the blue line. Johnson getting the piece of the shot from Bellison. Sophomore D getting a shot on net.
Not a lot of shots this period. Not a lot of quality shot plays, and opportunities.
Eagles still unable to get the puck out of their zone. They got close there, but not yet. And the Rebels have it. Thompson trying to feed it off for Sparks. Sparks alone in front, turns and fires, and Johnson makes the save. He was alone there from the slot and fired. Finally does get a shot on net. Rink wide pass here. The Eagles player there. It lost his stick, but it's cleared out by Howie Moore finally. Down to the Rebels end. Rebels almost gave it away, but a good job to keep it in play by Swayze. Across for Thompson, tried to pull the puck back, and that gets broken up on a good defensive play by Golden, the senior defenseman for the Eagles. Here comes Oliver Moore flying up the right side, and he gets knocked down to the ice. We're going to get a tripping call here on Sparks.
You can tell both teams are just like, I think for the Eagles, it's been 3 games this week, and they're maybe a little bit fatigued. It was definitely a trip. You didn't mean to, but then you never do, right? Tried to tell that to the policeman last time I got pulled over for speeding. But it just, both teams seem to lack focus right now.
Johnson's shot gets tipped wide. That puck comes out of the zone, and Eagles will chase it down. So second power play of the night for Totino-Grace. Each team now has had 2 minors for 4 minutes. We wind down here in the final 4.5 minutes of the second period. Drop pass for Brnovic. He'll feed it off for Noss. Smith, top of the circle, fired it wide of the net. Moore. Touch pass for Smith. Back out, Noss in the high slot. Left circle, out in front, Brnovic. Turned to his right, but nobody was there. Smith will catch it, and they'll reset. Back out to Noss. To Moore. Oliver Moore trying to move away from Fisher. Moves back out, Noss looking for the tip in front. To the corner, banked, and trying to go to Brnovic. Comes to Howie Moore. Shot away, that gets fired wide of the net by Smith. Kept in at the left point by Noss. Right side shot, that gets tipped high into the corner. Still 40 seconds left on the power play for Totino-Grace, and then fired down the ice by Fisher. Relieves some pressure, they can get a change. 30 seconds to go as Smith will push it up the left side. Connor Smith lost it as he came into the circle and banked off the glass, and down the ice it goes.
Eagles have had, some puck movement, but they aren't getting open enough to get quality shots.
Galvin will push it up the side. Galvin will go back behind the net. Champlin Park back at full strength, centering pass out in front, but right under the stick of Tanner Thompson. Thompson will knock it out the center, trying to get it to Sparks, who is just out of the penalty box. Eagles come in with another rush, and still with a backhand try by Delzer, looking for Thielen in front. Thielen catches up with it, back out to the blue line. Nice step-in move, shot away. And I think that hit the pipe, or Hyber's got a piece of it. Close, right at that left pipe.
Very close.
Rebels clear out to center. Golden. Play it up to center ice. Missed his forward, and it's icing on Totino-Grace.
Looked like it just jumped his stick there, John. They had some opportunities, but again, they need to move a little bit. Here you see they're handling the puck. They're moving around. Hyber's got a pad on that one and then end up down on the other end again.
Face-off win for the Rebels. Shot away and fired wide of the net by Grant. Good look at it, but fired it wide of Johnson in the Eagles' net. Eagles intercept the pass and they'll break it out. Pass intended for Oliver Moore, too far. It's icing on Totino-Grace with a minute and a half to play here in what's been a scoreless second period.
Yeah, it's again the second period. Both teams have struggled a little bit for consistency.
Face-off win. Here's Bernabek. Feeds it off to his right. Smith coming in. Oh, and a big stop by Hybers. Hybers hasn't been called on much here in the second period compared to the first period. That's his biggest stop here in the second.
He did a nice job of controlling the rebound as well. You see, bobbled it at first, but he was right on it.
O'Donohue banking the puck out to center ice. Nass pushes ahead right side. A good pass for Smith, looking for Bernabek in front. Comes all the way to Fisher of Champlin Park. He'll drop it behind his net to Roy Johnson. Up on the wing to Bergstrom. Turnover. Here's a chance. Delzer drop pass and Bernabek fanned on it.
Here you want your forward with the puck to be a little bit more selfish and shoot the puck.
Nass off to Golden. Back off to Nass. Fires a shot wide of the net. Puck comes loose. Shot from the circle. That gets blocked. And the Rebels will come out with it. Sparks to center ice. Comes to the Eagles line. Gets pushed to the corner. Lost the puck there. Thompson going after it. Now Sparks has it again. He'll put it right out in front, but onto the stick of Delzer for Totino-Grace with 20 seconds to go in the period. In comes Delzer. Carries it deep and fired it wide of the net on the short side. Back out to the blue line. Eagles putting some good pressure on here late in the second period. Banked out. Nass shot away. That gets blocked by Fisher. 3 seconds to go. And we will end the second period the way we ended the first period, Tom. Still 1-0. Champlin Park.
Champlin did a nice job of blocking a lot of shots there in the latter part of that period, John. Totino had some opportunities, but they couldn't get the puck through.
Hayden Hybers still has the shutout. Champlin Park still has the lead. Rebels 1, Eagles 0. End of the second period. We're back with more hockey in our second intermission on CCX after this.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Some of the student fans here tonight at the Ice Forum in Champlin. Watch Champlin Park Rebels and Totino-Grace Eagles play boys hockey with the Rebels leading 1-0 after 2. It was 1-0 after 1. Tom, some highlights in that second period. Not as many quality scoring chances that we saw in the first period.
Here was an opportunity, but the second period, it seemed to be like one and done. They'd get a shot, goaltender would save it. Here you see Hybers covers the puck, and they were kind of gobbling things up until either that or they were just missing or just getting the high glove.
Johnson making the save there on a Peterson shot from the blue line. and Hybers, one of the better stops that he made there in the second period, and then a chance there, and Hybers making the save on Connor Smith. Delzer and then the Pernovic fanning on that shot there. As we look at the shots on goal, not a lot tonight, 13-12. Scoring chances 6-5 in favor of the Eagles. Each team 2 penalties for 4 minutes, no power play so far in the game, and just 9 total shots combined on goal there in the second period of play. As we mentioned, we're winding down to the end of the season. Northwest Suburban Conference, Maple Grove on top. They've beaten Andover twice this year. The only 2 losses the Huskies have. Centennial at 10-3-1. Rogers, Blaine, Elk River, Zimmerman making up the rest of the top half of the conference standing so far. And Totino-Grace just ahead of Armstrong Cooper, Osseo, then Champlin Park at 4-9 ahead of Spring Lake Park, Anoka, and Coon Rapids in the Northwest Suburban.
Coon Rapids struggling again this year.
It is 1-0. Champlin Park ahead of Totino-Grace. More hockey on CCX after this.
I don't think we're free in this country. For 100 years, you saw black people menaced and targeted and lynched and beaten and brutalized. I think we're burdened by this history. More people have to be willing to do that uncomfortable, inconvenient thing that justice requires for things to get better.
Truth can inspire change. Learn more at EJI.org.
Champlin Park Rebels coming out on the ice here in a moment. They nurse a 1-0 lead here against Totino-Grace. We mentioned these teams played Monday. A 4-2 win for Totino-Grace at Brooklyn Park. Bigger ice sheet today. It's 1-0 Rebels here with a period to go.
Yeah, I think the ice sheet actually favors the Eagles a little bit more than the Rebels, even though it's Rebels home rink. The Eagles are a little better skating team in terms of moving. The Rebels look like they like to play a little more physical game. And they're a little bit, maybe, I think Coach Potter said that there were a couple of kids that, no, I don't know what I can't remember exactly how he put it, but it just appears to me to be that the Eagles just like to handle a puck and move their feet a little bit more.
Totino-Grace with 2 games left on their regular season schedule following tonight. Osseo at home on Tuesday and Elk River Zimmerman next Saturday. Champlin Park will go to Andover on Tuesday and at Maple Grove on Thursday. So that won't be a fun week for them. They'll play at Osseo next Saturday. Coming up on CCX, girls hockey, Northwest Suburban Conference, Osseo Park Center at Rogers on Monday, Maple Grove at Park Center, girls basketball on Tuesday. Big one in Northwest Suburban Conference, boys basketball Thursday, Park Center at Champlin Park, and then Maple Grove at Park Center high school gymnastics next Friday, all in the next week here on CCX. We mentioned earlier as well, next Saturday, it's Maple Grove boys hockey at home against Blaine to close out the regular season. Underway in the third period, Eagles with the puck trailing 1-0 with 17 minutes to play. From the blue line, shot away, and the save made by Hybers, and Moore couldn't get a stick down to try to poke in the rebound. Moore will skate after it again, but Aberwald's there first for Champlin Park. Pass out to center ice. Sparks pass just misses Thompson's stick. Shot or pass out in front to Johnson to Sparks. Shot away, and he fired it wide of Johnson. Thompson after it for the Rebels. Centering pass out in front, trying to get it to Sparks' stick. Back out to the blue line, kept in. Now the Eagles get it out. There's a chance for Moore coming in. Moore shot away, and a nice kick pad save there by Hybers. Back out to the blue line to Nas, trying to feed it off. Right point to Howie Moore, shot away. Hybers the save, puck comes loose. Thompson has it for the Rebels, clears it to the boards. Eagles looking to keep it in, and they do. Centering pass out in front. That's cleared back behind his own net by Roy Johnson to the blue line. Noss shot gets blocked. Comes to Howie Moore. He'll put a shot on that, and they score! And Totino-Grace ties it 1-1.
You could see that the Totino-Grace coaches have talked about we need a little better start this period. We had a kind of slow second period, and the Eagles have come out and created opportunities and got a nice goal.
Look at it again. And a great play by Totino-Grace to put that puck in the net. The initial shot by Howie Moore and Charlie Sullivan chipping it in. His first goal of the season. How about that?
How about that? It was
That
nice
128.
dip. And Hybers really didn't have much of a chance on that. There were two guys in front. He had to kind of keep an eye on the puck. He squared up to it, but they were able to deflect it right underneath his blocker, it looked like.
Sullivan from Moore at 128. We are 1-1 with 15 minutes and 15 seconds to play here in the third period. Sometimes, Tommy, you get one and that sparks more, and they keep coming.
It sure
See
does.
if that happens for the Eagles here. Howie Moore getting it for Rooker. Comes onto the stick now of Mihalic. He'll shoot it in wide of the net. Goes back behind the Rebels goal. Pass by Williams too far out in front of Dylan Shuck, and it's icing on the Rebels.
Looks like Totino's trying to use their speed a little bit more this period, John.
Thielen. His line out there. They'll face off against Thompson here. Draw one by Thompson as he got it back for Swayze. Gets past the stick of Bergstrom, and it's another icing on the Rebels.
Coming to the rink tonight, I got a little lost. Number 7 there was walking with another Champlin Park. I'm like, where's the arena? He said, right there. That's kind of dumb, but nice young man.
We were going to go into the health club next door. And
so I drove up and saw the health club, and then I couldn't remember that it was on the back side of it.
Eagles come out to center, and they get tipped down into the Rebel zone, swept by Hybers to the corner, down to the stick there of Thielen of Totino-Grace. Turnover, here's Bernovic with it, brings it in, offside. 13:53 to go here in the third period. Rebels goal for Evan Williams. Charlie Sullivan answering for Totino-Grace here in the third. Connor Smith got a goal in 3 games in a row. Love to make it 4. A little slow pass out in front, but doesn't cost the Eagles. They get it out to center and shot back in by Ethan Moss. Howie Moore with it. Out in left side. Oliver Moore fell down, but Connor Smith right there to pick up the puck. Gets it back for Howie Moore. Or Smith. He got turned around in the circle there. Fisher after it. He'll play it back for his offensive pair there, Johnson, and back behind the net. It comes back once more to Roy Johnson. Up ahead and tucked into the zone by a Riker Grant. Rebels trying to gain possession of the puck in the Eagles zone, which hasn't happened really much in this period. Shuck with a shot that goes wide. After it there goes Muss. He gets pinned along the boards by Nah. Centering attempt, but it's right to Smith of Totino-Grace. Halich will bring it in. This shot gets tipped to the corner by Aberwald. They both go after it. Rebels overskate the puck briefly. It comes to center. And the Eagles will shoot it back into the Champlin Park zone. Back out, blue line shot, and I never saw that one all the way, and able to make the stop off of Gallivan's shot. Gallivan skates after it at center, fire it back into the Rebel zone. Aberwald coming back for it. Tipped ahead, through all the way to the Eagles blue line. Gallivan will bank it out to center. Played ahead. Shuck had a piece of it. Now here comes Thielen. Drop it off for Delzer. Kind of wide of the Rebels net. Thielen after it there. He'll play it to the open corner. Delzer gets to it first. Back out to the blue line to Gallivan. Shot away on traffic in front. That gets tipped to the corner. Sparks clearing it out for Champlin Park. And back down into the Eagle zone. Long pass ahead. Comes to Delzer. Moving into the circle. Drops it back. High slot. Howie Moore can't get much of a shot on it, but there was a good shot on net. And Heider's able to make the save on Sullivan. Turning, firing, that gets blocked. Delzer's got it back on his stick, putting it out in front. Bergstrom has it. He'll bank it out to center. Eagles coming with it from center. They'll fire it back in and get a change. Been a lot of Totino-Grace with the puck here, Tom, in the third period.
It sure has, John. They've controlled play.
Another chance and a big save by Hybers as he comes in and stops Oliver Moore.
Hybers is keeping them in the game right now.
Moore, cross off of Smith's stick. He catches up with the puck again. Smith's got Brnovik with him and couldn't hit him with the pass. Brnovik in the corner, feeding it off. Howie Moore will crank up a shot that goes off the skate of Grant. It's back to Howie Moore, trying to put it to the circle. Fisher got a piece of it for the Rebels. And finally it comes out, and chance for Champlin Park. Ron got it into the zone, and he gets ridden hard to the boards. Back behind the net, Champlin Park controlling out in front. Off the stick of Johnson, and back comes Smith for Totino-Grace. Smith one-on-one, cuts the puck in, and got turned around a little bit there by Fisher. Not enough to draw a penalty, but enough to throw Connor Smith off there. Where he couldn't get a good shot away.
It was a nice move by Smith, though.
Ron moves in, and Johnson the glove save on the sophomore Jordan Ron.
Nice opportunity here, and just got a shoulder on it. But right now, Totino is kind of carrying the play and getting more opportunities. They've had some quality chances.
Had 7 shots on goal here in the third period. More they had in all the second period. Rebels come in. The shot gets blocked by Quast off of Shuck's stick. Doesn't come through to Johnson, but he does make the save here on Aberwald's shot.
Quast kind of took a tumble in the behind the net there, and here's a shot, and Johnson made a nice save on it, controlled the rebound.
Eagles win the face-off. Here comes Thielen down the wing. They lost the puck. Banked by the Rebels, but not out. Thielen gets after it again. Taken back by Bergstrom of Champlin Park. Feeding it ahead, turning away is Thompson. Rink wide pass. He brought to the blue line and shot in. Howie Moore takes a check from Bergstrom into the boards. Banked by Thielen along the wing. We get a whistle back behind the play. I think we're going to get a penalty on Totino-Grace. It looks like. They're not liking the call. Golden is going to go off here.
Yeah, he's kind of running his mouth a little bit. I think he should.
I think after the initial check down at that end, I think he took a shot back at Bergstrom, perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can look at it here. Here's Bergstrom's shot. Or check.
Yeah, right there.
You go. That is the very definition of interference,
yes,
right there, Tommy. So Champlin Park trying to get ahead. Johnson making the big stop on Nolan Peterson.
Johnson's coming up big when he needs to, John. Yeah, that's the kind of play that the coaches are saying, okay, fine, you're defending your teammate, but be a little smarter about it. Get him late or not right in front of the official.
Peterson able to keep the puck in the zone. Here's Muss with it. Top of the circle. Johnson makes the save on that. Here comes Tremblay. Feeds it off. Back out to the blue line. Shot away from there is fired high. Haas trying to clear it, but can as the Rebels keep it in. Ron feeding it across onto the stick of Muss. He turns. Muss back off for Ron. Blue line. Peterson trying to go to the circle to Bergstrom with it. Peterson. Muss moves in. Shot away. A lot of traffic, but Johnson able to see the puck somehow and make the save.
Yeah, he's been moving well, John.
1:02 to go in the power play opportunity here for Champlin Park. 7:19 to go in the third period. Look at that chance again, Tom. Muss pretty good look at it. Going for the tip, but he slides across and able to make the stop.
I like how he moves in the net. He's controlled and yet quick.
Thompson to Bellison, trying to feed it back for Thompson. That gets broken up and swept out of the zone. A nice play by Howie Moore diving to get that puck out. The Rebels will rush it up to the line again. Bellison shot, stay made in front. They rebound try and firing it wide was Sparks. Thompson after it. Comes back out to the point. Bellison shot away right into the midsection of Wes Johnson.
Little belly button shot there. I can see what Coach Potter was talking about before the game, John. They get opportunities, but they aren't quite. You watch here, he turns, and maybe it's a quality opportunity if it's on net, and they're just missing the net just there.
Clean win on the faceoff. Bellison getting for Thompson. Back to Bellison. Shot away, and Johnson another save. Best power play of the night so far for Champlin Park.
Yep. They're getting some quality looks.
And they win another faceoff. Bellison for Johnson. He fires. That doesn't get all the way through and cleared by Thielen out of the zone. That should about kill off the rest of the penalty. So a good power play for Champlin Park, but they don't end up with a goal. And we skate on 1-1 with 6:20 to play. Bellison playing it up to neutral zone as the Eagles are back at full strength. Bergstrom with the puck on his stick. Take it away. Here's Oliver Moore moving in for Totino-Grace and put for the tip. And somehow Hyber's able to make the stop on Connor Smith. Another huge stop by Hayden Hybers.
Yeah, both goaltenders have played very well tonight, John. It's been fun to see. Not getting a lot of help from their D, but he made a nice stop on that, and then it rolled wide. Nice pass by Moore, I believe it was.
Puck in the Rebels zone here after the icing on Champlin Park. clear the puck again and shot back into the zone by Gallivan. Centering attack, loose puck, and the Rebels able to cover up. They play it back behind their net. Nolan Peterson with it. To Aberwald. Aberwald shot it wide of the net. Comes all the way out of the zone. Rebels have to reset with Peterson back at his blue line. Banks it out to center ice. Onto the stick there of Smith. Dropping it back for Gallivan. Touched by Thielen into the Rebel zone. Aberwald. Chipped by Sparks, but not out of the zone. Eagles centering attempt, trying to get it to Thielen. That gets broken up. It's on the stick of Ron. He lost it to Delzer. Right side, kept in by Totino. Centering attempt, shot away and fired wide by Thielen.
It just seems like the Eagles are skating around all by themselves a little bit right now.
To the blue line, shot away, and Hivers, the save.
Yeah, the Eagles were moving around, getting open, getting opportunities. Hivers made a couple of nice stops. He's been on top of his game tonight.
You know, except for that power play when Champlin Park really had a lot of zone time and some good scoring chances, it's been pretty much all Eagles in the first 13 and a half minutes so far. We have the one goal here in the third period, looking for another. Up the wing comes Oliver Moore, trying to drop the pass back. It's shot away. That gets blocked off of Bernovik's stick. Back to Moore. Moving in, Oliver Moore gets it back again. Pull the trigger on it, goes to the boards. Nice now poking it back behind the wood. Yep. Sorry, Jack. Yeah, they didn't allow a shot there, did they? Good scoring lane. Shot away here to getting down to the other ice off the end boards, and then Johnson covers up as Thompson takes a tumble.
Yeah, tough game. Thompson looks like he's twisted his knee a little bit.
.327 to go. Face-off win here for the Rebels. Shot goes away. The corner. And get a tie-up back behind the Eagles' net. Trying to poke it free there is Quast. Oh, and a great save by Johnson. He has, like you had said, he's come up with the saves when he's needed to. And he certainly did there.
And he's only a sophomore, right?
Yep.
Correct, John?
Yep. Yep.
Nice job.
His 20th save of the night. Look at it again. A really nice chance in front for Jordan Ron, but Johnson able to make the stop on it. Ron's had a couple of good scoring tries here in the period. That one deflected up into the netting.
Yeah, that was probably the best chance that Champlin's had tonight.
Swayze sent it back behind the net. Puck to the left corner. Nass lost it. It's tied up by Muss along the boards. Eagles free it up and get it down the ice. Delzer couldn't catch up with it. It's icing on Totino-Grace.
I should correct that. In the third period. They've had a couple other opportunities, but third period, that was their best opportunity.
There you see the scoring summary. Williams in the first period. Sullivan here in the third, his first of the season, that tied this game up. Evan Williams, it was his third of the year. This will come all the way down back to the Rebel zone on the icing by Champlin Park. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. And a face-off win for the Rebels. Champlin Park trying to get something going here. 5-on-5. Eagles will play it back down into the Rebels' end. We wind down to 2 minutes to play in the third. Overtime looming. That's up ahead, comes to center ice. Shot by the Eagles, but not out. And then Musk couldn't do anything with it as he brought it in over the line. Swept by Brnovic down into the Totino-Grace end. Connor Smith gets it. He takes a heavy hit down in the corner from Fisher. And free it up for the Rebels is Ron. 4 players in on the puck on the boards. Ron gets pushed off the puck by Smith. And the Rebels finally golf it down the ice, icing in Champlin Park. 1:26 to go in the third.
Things have slowed down a little bit. Champlin obviously likes to take the body a little bit more than Totino. And they've done that well here toward the latter stages of the third.
Puck comes out of the zone, knocked out by Tyler Tremblay to center. Back down into the Rebels' end. Peterson playing it up to center. Shot in from blue line and the save made by Johnson. 1:07 to go. There's the young man that directed Tom to the arena so he can work with us tonight.
Mr. Sparks, thank you. Otherwise, they still might be out there wandering around.
Shot away after Tremblay had won the face-off, but went wide. And rushes Thielen with a minute to go in the third period. Shot away, and Neighbors making the stop.
Well, it's safe to say that Totino, other than that one power play, Totino-Grace has carried the play here in the third period, but Hybers has kept them at a 1-1 tie.
Moore and Ron on the face-off. That one just whistled wide right off the face-off.
I think if that was on net, it was in. I think he just missed the net, but maybe Hybers got a pad on. Not sure.
Down into the Eagles zone now with 40 seconds to go in the third. Up the wing comes Brnovic. Brnovic feeding it off for Smith, trying to go the tic-tac-toe pass, trying to get it to Moore. That didn't work, and the Rebels get it out of the zone. Shoot it back down into the Eagles zone. Pass to Smith. They'll chip it up to center. That gets intercepted there by Johnson, who knocked it down to the Eagles zone with 12 seconds there. They'll have to hurry if they can get a shot away at all. Gallivan will sweep it down into the Rebels' end. Final 5 seconds to go. And we are going to get overtime tonight in Champlin.
Bonus hockey.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
3-minute rest, and we'll have overtime. Eagles getting that only goal there of the third. So if you're Champlin Park, you take advantage of this 3 minutes rest and say, hey, we're still tied. Let's see if we can pop one in here.
Pop one in here and continue to take the body, because that seems to slow Grace down a little bit. And Totino's idea is to move the puck quick and get open. And it's kind of funny. Overtimes usually go right away. Somebody scores, or they go the length. Seem to be
end up with a tie.
Yeah.
And for Totino-Grace, I think more of the same from what they did much of that period, right?
Yes.
Keep swarming the net.
Keep swarming, keep your feet moving.
Keep firing the puck on Hayden Hybers as you can.
Yep. That last play where they went tic-tac-toe, I almost wish that the second part of that, he would have just shot and the other kid was right there for a rebound.
Just stopped at the tack.
Yeah. Sometimes that extra pass looks nice, but it doesn't always click. Unless you're the Wild and you got Kaprizov and Zuccarello. Boy, they work well together. It's fun to watch. Nice crowd here tonight, John.
Yeah, it's nice that we started the season with we're wondering if we're going to have fans, and we've gone from just parents where you have a few students and other family members as well that are able to make it to the rink. Certainly not what we would normally have during the regular season, but more than what we began the season with. And I've noticed this with hockey and basketball that we primarily cover. It's good to see some of the students being able to come back and cheer on their classmates and enjoy the high school experience as well.
Exactly. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for this year's seniors, last year's seniors, getting part of their experience, if you will, taken away from them. But it's I always told my kids in 35 years of coaching, life isn't going to throw something at you. It's how you react to it, and that's actually teaching them valuable lessons. And I've had people talk to me about, well, kids got to play, and they can play, but a lot of kids went outside this year when they weren't having active games. So, I mean, my heydays at Armstrong, those kids were outside all the time when we weren't skating. So that was the fun part for them. They loved playing.
Excuse me, Tom. We did a story early in the season, right before the season actually started, with Maple Grove boys hockey. And they talked about how before practice began, they were playing so much pond hockey, pickup games, and how much they enjoyed that and getting out there and skating.
Yep.
Well, we are set for overtime. 8 minutes of play. We either have a winner or we'll end 1-1 tonight. Underway in OT. Play down into the Eagles zone. Noss lost it. And the Eagles get it back. Moore lost it. Turned over. Dumped to the corner by Grant. And they score from the corner. What'd you say? It's a score right away. And they do. Ethan Moss and the Rebels win 2-1.
It was a nice shot. I feel bad for Wes Johnson. He played a heck of a game, but the Rebels came out and they kind of took the body, knocked him off the puck a couple of times, and then the Muss looks like he got the goal. He just turned and rifled it and found the corner.
Let's look at it again. A good job keeping it in the zone by Riker Grant, and then look at that shot.
Yeah. Kind of caught Johnson by surprise. I don't think he expected it. We'll see it again here. From that angle, we can't really tell, but you can see that he was not expecting it to come as high as it did.
And Muss was the guy that Tommy Potter talked to us before the game. He's a guy that, is not having a lot of puck luck. Well, you got some there.
There's some puck luck right there.
Made up for it there. Well, a heck of a shot. And Champlin Park gets their win. It's been tough for them to win games. And they think they're a better team than their record indicates, and they get rewarded tonight, Tom. And
yes, they did.
Got out that third period when they were outplayed, and they get to overtime here, and Ethan Moss puts it away, and they win it 2-1 to get their 5th win of the season.
It was a fun game. It was well played in terms of second period was a little struggle, but the first and third were actually, I would have to give Champlin the nod in the first period and Totino the nod in the third period, and obviously Totino had a little more of the play in second. So in a very, I mean, you look at 25-23 in shots, and the scoring chances were pretty even, and it was one of those even high school hockey games.
With the win, Champlin Park goes to 5-9 in the season. Totino-Grace drops to 6-1. Tom Pert, it's been a long time since we worked together. Let's not make it another 12 to 15 years to get back on CCX again
All right.
in hockey. We enjoyed it tonight. Thanks for being with us. That will do it for our coverage from the Ice Forum. For Tom Peart and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for joining us. Our final score, Champlin Park 2, Totino-Grace 1 in overtime.